Hello Victory families, Coach Jordan here from Victory Sports, coming to you from our first ever HoopKids camp for preschoolers over video. We're very sad, and obviously it's very unfortunate that we couldn't be together this summer, either out in the field or in a gym somewhere playing sports together, but we wanted to bring you the next best thing. We think these videos are going to be a lot of fun for you guys. I know they've been a lot of fun for us to film and to just get outside and get some blood pumping and playing some sports. So how these videos are going to go is you're actually going to get, you probably already see all 5 videos, so like 5 days of camp, Monday through Friday. What we're encouraging you to do is do one every day, so that it's just kind of simulating a regular day of camp that we would have had if things were, back to normal. But without further ado, why don't we just jump right into our first thing that we're going to do today, and that is a warm-up, because we always want to warm up our bodies before we play any sport. So why don't we get things set up, and I will teach you what our first warm-up is going to be. All right, boys and girls, so for our first warm-up, we're going to do something we call silly calisthenics, and that big fancy word calisthenics means we're just going to move our bodies. And we're going to do a bunch of different moves to help us get our muscles moving, get our blood pumping so that we're ready to play some basketball. And I'll list those just right over here. But what it looks like is we're going to do a move, or we'll start with 5 jumping jacks, and then we'll do one of our silly moves, and then we'll do 5 jumping jacks, and then we'll do one of our silly moves, and we'll go on and on from there until we're all warmed up. Feel free to go through it a couple times. I'm going to show you what it looks like going through it just once, and then it'll be your turn to head out and to get all warmed up. So why don't we get started? All right, boys and girls, so good job warming up with our silly calisthenics. Now we're going to get right into our basketball. So we're going to learn our first move of basketball today. We'll learn 3 throughout this week. And the first one we're going to learn is called dribbling. Can you say dribbling? Awesome job. So in basketball, when we want to move with the ball, so if I'm standing here and I want to move over there, I can't just walk with the ball like this. I can't run with the ball. I can't put it under my shirt and hide it and go. I have to dribble the ball. And if you did our soccer program, we use our feet to dribble, but in basketball we use our hands and our fingers. So if I want to move from here to there, I need to dribble. So I need to push the ball to the ground and back up to my hand. It looks just like this. So when we dribble, we want to make sure also that we don't dribble too hard, because if I dribble too hard, and it goes too high, and if I dribble too soft, it just keeps going down to the ground. So if I want to dribble from here to there, I take my ball and I dribble it nice and easy from one side to the other. So for our first game today, we're going to practice our dribbling a little bit. So I want you to get your ball, and I'll teach you what our first game is going to be right now. All right, boys and girls, now that we've learned all about our dribbling, we're going to play our first game, and we're going to play a game called Frogger. We also played this in our soccer series. We're going to do the same thing here, but we're going to do it with a basketball. So what you're going to do is you're going to set up your swamp so you can find some objects, some cones, whatever you have around your house. to set up a little swamp, and you're going to dribble from one side of your swamp to the other to score a basket. If you don't have an actual basketball hoop, you can figure out something, get a bucket, get anything you can. And then once you make your way through, you can dribble back to where you started. And remember, if our ball or our feet touch any of our sleeping swamp animals, we have to do 2 star jumps. So I'm gonna get my swamp set up, and then you guys can watch me do it, and then it'll be your turn to set your swamp up and start your dribbling. So I'm gonna get set up and get started. Here we go. All right, boys and girls, so as you can see, I got through my swamp this first time. We're gonna do it one more time, but this time I want you to pick 2 or 3 different animals in your swamp, and you're gonna dribble a circle all the way around them before you can go on and get through your swamp. So I'll show you what that looks like, and then it'll be your turn, and then right after we do that, we will just go right to our first challenge time. Here we go. All right, everybody. Well, welcome to our first installment of our challenge time. Our challenge time is something we do at all of our programs, where during our camp or program or whatever we're doing, we like to take a little break. We sit down, we come together. We like to talk about some pretty cool things. And generally what we talk about during challenge time are things like God, like Jesus, and the Bible. And what's really cool about our challenge time for this week of camp is we're going to do our series that we call Do the Right Thing. And during this series, every day after today, we're going to tell you guys a story from the Bible where somebody had the choice to do the right thing or maybe the wrong thing. And we'll see what they pick and what unfolded after that. So these are real stories that you guys can find in your Bible at home, whether you have your own or your parents'. If you don't have a Bible, let us know. We have tons of Bibles. We'd love to get you one. And also at the end of all of our challenge times, what we like to do is we like to talk to God. And we talk to God by praying. And what's cool about praying is we can do it whenever, wherever, no matter where we are, we can always pray and talk to God. So even if we're out in the baseball field or the soccer field or the basketball court, or maybe we're out to eat, or maybe we're in our basement like I am, we can always pray and talk to God together. So why don't we do that right now? So what I want you to do is fold your hands, close your eyes, and repeat after me. Ready? Dear God, thank you for today. Thank you for the Bible. Keep us safe. Amen. Awesome job. So that was our first challenge time. Tomorrow we'll be talking about our first story from our Do the Right Thing series. It should be an awesome story, and really excited to share that with you guys. So why don't we head back outside and start some more of our soccer games. Let's go. All right, boys and girls, we are back outside by our basketball hoop, and to finish up our day today, we are going to play a little game of Minute to Win It. So if you only have one basketball hoop, which I only have one, I'm going to show you what it looks like. But if you have 2 or 3, maybe you have 4, it's going to be your job to score as many baskets as you can in just 1 minute. If you only have one hoop, just like me, I'm going to set up a little dot a little farther away from the hoop, so after I score, I have to go back to the dot, and then I can go back and score again, but I have to go back to the dot each time before I score again. So I'll show you what that looks like, and then it'll be your turn. Awesome job, guys. I'm pretty tired after doing that Minute to Win It. So I'm gonna get inside, get some water, and take a little break. But I'm gonna get ready for tomorrow. It's gonna be day 2 of our Hoop Kids. Hope you guys had a blast today, and we look forward to getting back at it again tomorrow. See you then. Bye.